Hi everybody, it's Jordy from Jordy's Cards here for Heffy Doodle, and today I'm creating a fun Galaxy Shaker card. It's been a while since I made a Galaxy background and I just really felt like doing one today. So I pulled out the the Scalloped Imperial frame dies. I'm using the largest of those frames there. And I'm also using the You're Weird stamps and coordinating dies. I just love the stamp set, especially that giant moon, which is just perfect for setting the scene. Obviously, you can make it a planet as well. So I'm starting with my Galaxy background here, and I have a piece of Bristol Smooth cardstock I've just sized big enough to fit in behind that frame. It's around about 4 inches by 5 inches. I'm going in with picked raspberry, squeezed lemonade, cracked pistachio, and some wilted violet, was it, I believe. So this looks a hot mess. It's going to look a mess for a bit. I was kind of reminding myself how to make this, shaded lilac was the purple. I was trying to remind myself how to make a Galaxy background. It's been a while, and I was kind of like, okay, I'm just going to go with what I think I should do and hope for the best. So now I'm using a black soot and I'm covering everything that I've already put down. So yeah, it looks a bit strange. You can kind of see hints of the colors through that black soot. So I'm not going like ultra heavy handed here, but there's a pop of color coming through, and I will go back over with those other brighter colors here in a second and add a little bit more to the top. The great thing about using distress oxides is that they do tend to sit on top of each other. They don't kind of like sink into each other, if that makes sense. So the colors will kind of pop on top of that black. So I'm just adding splodges here and there again of those brighter colors. And then I'm just going to add some water and some white specks, and it'll look like a galaxy. I know it looks strange. It does look very, very odd on the first to admit, but it does work, surprisingly. So adding a little bit of that picked raspberry, and then I'm just going to go over with whatever's left of my black blending brush there and just kind of mute it down again a little bit. And that is it. So here comes the water. I've got this little spray bottle. I like to squirt a little bit into my hand and pick it up with a paintbrush and then splatter it all over the top. I'll give that a minute to activate with the oxide inks, and then I will pick it up with a paper towel. As you can see, I'm adding plenty of splatters there. So here's my paper towel. I'll just pop that on over the top, pick up those splatters, and you get that nice kind of faded, distressed look. Then comes the white. So I've got this Kuretake white pigment ink here. Gonna splodge a bit down onto my Make Art station, squirt it with a little bit of water, and then go crazy splattering that all over the panel here. And it's what brings it to life. It really does make it look like a galaxy. So like I say, it's one of those really weird processes. You kind of just have to go with it. It looks a hot mess for a while, but it does turn out looking good. Okay, so I have gone ahead and cut out that largest scalloped frame there. I've cut that from some Huckleberry Heffy Doodle cardstock, and I have coloured and cut out all of my little images that I'm using today. I've decided to go ahead and stamp my sentiment onto my moon there because I'm going to run out of space to pop it anywhere else. So I'm going to do that now. I've used the sentiment, love you to the moon and back, which is really, really sweet. Something that I say to my son quite regularly, and his birthday's coming up, so this could be a good one for his birthday. Then my children had been at my glue and hadn't put the top back on, so it kept clogging up and I wasn't very happy with them, but I did manage to get it unclogged and it got a bit of glue out there. So I'm just going to attach that moon down onto the very base of my frame just so it's tucked in there. I then have a piece of Heffy Doodle extra thick acetate here, which I've cut again to about 5 inches by 4 inches to fit in behind the frame. And I'm going to attach that down with some liquid glue on top. Again, I'm having to unclog my glue and get it running again, and finally I get it out and I can go ahead and attach that acetate down. And once that's done, I can start assembling the front of my card. So I'm going to pop those other images onto the front as well, just making sure that acetate is down nicely. So here is my little alien in his spaceship. I love that these bits can be cut out separately. So I've gone ahead and stamped my little alien inside that little kind of glass bubble piece, and I'm attaching that together, and then I'm going to attach the whole spaceship down up into the top left-hand corner there of my card, just making sure I get it in the right spot. And then my other little alien is going to be sitting on the moon, kind of waving to his friend up in the sky. And I just thought this was kind of cute. I've gone with very pastel colours today. Gone a little bit softer looking for my aliens. So here is that panel. I've attached some Heffy Doodle foam strips all the way around the edge, just using a powder tool there just to try and make sure that none of the sequins stick to the tape. And I'm also using it on the background there to make sure that the sequins move freely on that background. I'm using this sequin mix here from Heffy Doodle. It is the whipped cream sequin mix, and as you can see, it's got a little bit of a kind of holographic glow to it, so it kind of picks up the greens, the pinks, the purpley colours of my galaxy background, which I thought looked really, really cool. I'm picking up all of that backing paper from the foam tape, and I'm going to attach this together. Now, I had a bit of a disaster. As you can see, my back panel is quite a bit smaller than my front panel, so I had to try and lay it down carefully. It took me several goes. Thankfully, I didn't press down too firmly until I was happy that I'd got it into the right spot. So here's attempt number 3, and eventually I'm happy with it. I give it a good press down, and that is my card front complete. And of course, we have to have a little shake of it, because why not? And as you can see, like I say, those that white sequin mix picks up all those pretty pinks and greens and purpley colours, which I just think looks awesome. I have a plain white card base at 5.5 by 4.25 inches, and I'll attach my front panel down onto that card base with some liquid glue, and that is it. My little card is complete. I had a lot of fun with this one today. It's such a cute stamp set. I highly recommend this one. Lots and lots of fun. Thank you so much for joining me today. I do hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up. Please do subscribe to our Heffy Doodle channel, and please go ahead and check out these other videos which you might be interested in. Take care.